At this time, I'm going to ask Rick Skeeters. He is class of 2007 Hall of Fame and chairman of Hall of Fame. I'd like to ask him to come forward for a brief message.
Thank you, Bryce. If you're still eating, just go right ahead. Okay, you won't bother anything. I want to thank everyone for attending tonight and congratulate the inductees. To me, this is such an honor that we're bestowing on them tonight, and I'm really thankful when we added RIneyville and Vine Grove into this ceremony. I don't know how to explain it, but it I guess kind of touched your heart. And they were the foundation of where North Hardin is when they formed. So we're thankful for that, and want to thank those on the committees at Vine Grove and RIneyville for what they do to help us each year. And something we've never done here is let you know who the committee members are. You see me and you see Steve Yates when he blesses the food. But we've got a great team that does this. Some of them aren't here tonight, but we've got North Hardin grad Bruce Atcher, Steve Yates, Coach Dan McCamish, Corky Morse, Courtney Crutcher-Bell, Gina Ryan right here on the camera, Rudy McKinney, Huck Hyder, and Huck told me to tell you all, if you'll notice on the back of the program, it's got autographs, and he'd be glad to autograph that for you later if you need him to. He's the most famous of all of us. Sherry Smith-Pence is on the committee, Ron Bevers, and Ed Hawkins. So I want you, if you would, to thank those people because they put this together. As with most events like this, we are totally self-funded, okay? So the only money we get is a little bit of money we make on the meal, and then you'll notice the donors in here, and we need donors. We, most every year, just push it right to the end, and then usually what we are able to get from a few generous people tonight, if you want to make a donation to it, that usually gives us a little cushion going into next year. So a couple ways you can do that. You can do it by cash or check. You can see me or any of the committee members. And then we also, if you are young enough and you want to do it, we've got Venmo, and we can provide you with that Venmo information. I don't have it memorized. I got to look it up. So, okay. The other thing we need help with nominees. We need people to be nominated. It's not hard. Any of the committee members can help walk you through that. You're not going to be required to dig up a ton of information. Most of the time people have it around. Now, some of the Vine Grove and RIneyville people, our data is just a little scarce. It's kind of hard to get that. But for the North Hardin people, it's not that hard. And ask Bill Dennison. He's been feeding us a pipeline for several years now. We're thankful for people like that. But if you know somebody that needs to be nominated, or you feel like they need to be nominated, you can see any committee member. You can go to the North Hardin webpage. There's a link there that you can print the form. You can contact any of us, and we will help walk you through that process. But we need nominations. The nominations have to be in each year by May 1st. We vote on them shortly after that, notify the people, and then work into this event. So please do that. Please consider donating, and some of you that are already in the Hall of Fame, please consider donating every year because we need the money to keep it going. Everything, as you know, has gone up. So thank you for that, and I hope, Mindy?
Can you tell us what the website is?
The website, you just have to type in North Hardin High School, Radcliffe, Kentucky, go to the athletics section, and there is the nomination form, okay? Or if you get a hold of me, you know me, I can email it to you directly, okay? Okay, Bryce, thank you all very much.
The North Hardin Fight Song, as performed by North Hardin High School Band, is familiar to everyone in this room. We hope that this brings back fond memories of athletic competition for the individuals that we are honoring tonight, whether they are athletes, coaches, or fans who spend many hours on the road following the Trojan athletes. Tonight's event is being live streamed on HCEC-TV.
It's not live stream, it will be up on screen later today.
Okay, correction on that. I just read what Ricky tells me to read here, so.
I didn't know that either.
All you folks at home, it's not being live streamed, okay?
Correct. It will be on YouTube though by later tonight.
It'll be on YouTube by later tonight. So you folks at home, you won't make any difference to y'all. Y'all see it when you turn it on. And we'll be rebroadcast on the same channel in upcoming weeks. Thank you very much, Gina and Ryan, for helping broadcast the event. Let's hear this familiar tune, Rick. Trojans, Trojans are the best. Thought I was going to have to get Barbara Prophet up here to come lead you all there for a minute. Tonight, we'd like to recognize the Hall of Fame members who are in attendance. Would the members please stand as your name is called, and please hold your applause until all the members have been recognized. Class of 2007, Rick Skeeters, football, basketball, baseball. Class of 2011, Bo O'Brien, our track coach, assistant basketball coach, and girls basketball coach. Martha Lloyd, a contributor. Class of 2012, Mike Skeeters, track, cross-country, basketball, and contributor. Class of 2013, Barbara Prophet, contributor, the lady that gives you all suckers all the time. Sue Story, representing Principal Ray Story. Class of 2014, Ron Bevers, basketball coach, and started the tennis program and kept football stats. Class of 2015, Sandy Brock Skeeters, contributor, and Courtney Crutcher Bell, softball. Class of 2016, Huck Hyder, football, basketball, and track. Jordan Skeeters, soccer. And class of 2017, Steve Yates, baseball and basketball. Let's give them a big round of applause. Is there anybody I missed? Did I fail to mention anybody that's here in attendance tonight? Okay. In 2016, we started a new tradition of recognizing our Hall of Fame members who are no longer with us. On the memorial table, you will see a flower arrangement in honor of our deceased colleagues and friends. We want to remember these individuals for what they did in helping to build the Trojan tradition. David Biggs, class of 2016, wrestling and football. Bernie Head, class of 2011, football, wrestling, and track. Crad Jaggers, class of 2013, football, basketball, and baseball. James Jetter, class of 2007, basketball and track. James Jones, class of 2014, basketball. Dwayne Klug, class of 2016, assistant soccer coach and contributor. Ricky Morris, class of 2012, wrestling. Ludi Novak, Logislave, I'm afraid I've messed that up. Class of 2013, contributor. Joseph Cameron Ponder, class of 2017, football and track. Ray Story, class of 2013, contributor. Jared Salvia, class of 2015, golf. Barbara Underwood, class of 2011, track coach and swimming coach. Raymond Ward, class of 2015, contributor. and Stanley Williams, class of 2015, basketball. Please, would you observe a moment of silence for these special athletes, coaches, and contributors? Thank you for that. The Trojan Foundation Award was organized to honor the rich heritage and tradition of the successful athletic programs at RIneyville High School and Vine Grove High School. In addition, it will serve as a means of recognizing, preserving, and honoring the athletes, coaches, and individuals who have made significant contributions to the athletic programs. Many individuals have been influential in the Red Devils and Blue Devils tradition of excellence and have exemplary accomplishments on the athletic fields and courts. The Trojan Foundation Award honors the contributions and accomplishments of these individuals who are worthy of recognition as examples for others to emulate. This year, we will be honoring 5 individuals from each school. After receiving your award from Mr. Mazie, not from Mr. Mazie, Mr. Youngblood. I'm sorry, Mr. Youngblood, I apologize for that. Please take a seat in the chairs provided and remain seated if you would, please. So let's get this started. 2022 inductees for RIneyville High School. Jimmy W. Kaufman, RIneyville High School, class of 1953. Accepting this evening for Mr. Kaufman is his wife, Dot Kaufman. Jimmy, was a standout basketball player for the RIneyville Red Devils for the years of 1949 to 1953, where he played all 4 years of school, freshman to senior. Jimmy is a pivotal guard for the Red Devils, helping his team improve to a 23-6 record his senior year. While playing guard, Jimmy was an excellent ball handler and scorer for the Red Devils. And when he was not moving the ball up the court or making baskets, he was passing to his teammates and recorded many assists per game as well. Memorable moments of his career. First one, at West Point High School, now that takes you back a little while, he launched a half-court shot which passed through the rafters of their gym. Of course, if you've all been in there, it's kind of a low ceiling, before going through the basket. The second one is against E-Town Catholic at the Armory, the Armory there in Elizabethtown. This time, he nailed the shot even further behind the half-court line from the opposing team's foul line. After graduation, Jimmy remained in the Elizabethtown area to live and work along with his wife of 50 years, Dorothy Tabb Kaufman. He and Dorothy have one daughter, Connie Runk, and a granddaughter, Lindsay Runk. Congratulations to Jimmy and his family on this induction into the Hall of Fame. Thomas, better known as Tom H. Jones, RIneyville High School, class of 1941. Accepting on behalf of Tom this evening is Squack Jones, Tom's brother. Oh, there you come. Tom Jones was a key member of the 1940-41 RIneyville Red Devils basketball team, the first team ever from Hardin County area to go to the state tournament. Tom was a pivotal guard for the Red Devils, leading the team to finish the regular season undefeated with an outstanding record of 28-0, you all. During the postseason, the Red Devils won the 23rd District Tournament where Tom was selected to the all-tournament team. The team then went on to win 3 more games to become the champions of the 6th Region Tournament. The Red Devils were now 34-0, headed to the Sweet 16 State Tournament. At the state tournament, they beat Clinton Central of Hickman County in the first round, but then lost to Hardin in the quarterfinals to finish the season at 35-1. And for those who may not know, Tom was the only half of the legendary duo of the Jones twins, Tom and Jim. Both were the starting guards for the 1940-41 teams. Legend has it that they once traded jerseys at halftime of a game and their parents didn't even notice the switch. After high school, Tom served 33 months in the U.S. Navy on USS San Diego during World War II as a gunner's mate. After being honorably discharged, he married Bernadette House and had 6 children. Tom retired in 1981 after many years in civil service as a foreman at Boat Wright Maintenance Facility on Fort Knox, where he was named Civilian of the Year in 1966. Tom remained active in the Elizabethtown community through youth baseball leagues, E-Town Catholic Athletic Boosters, and St. James Catholic Church. Congratulations to Tom and his family on his induction into the Hall of Fame. Clarence Perkins, RIneyville High School, class of 1940. Accepting on behalf of Mr. Perkins this evening is his granddaughter, Laurie Perkins Henson. Clarence was one of the central pillars of RIneyville Red Devils basketball. Not only was he a contributing basketball player for all 4 years of school, and that was from 1936 to 1940, but he also served as head coach for the Red Devils from 1956 to 1962. When Clarence wasn't in the gym or school, he could be spotted on the ball fields across from the school coaching Little League Baseball during the summertime. Clarence loved RIneyville. He loved to coach and be a leader to the youth of the community, much like his father, H.L. did, who was the principal there for many years. Congratulations to Clarence and his family on his induction into the Hall of Fame. Man, Ricky, that baseball field isn't across the street anymore. Many of us remember those ball fields across the street there. Accepting on, Alan Reid Strange, RIneyville High School class of 1942. And accepting on Mr. Reid's behalf tonight is his grandson, Evan Allen Strange. Alan was an integral member of the RIneyville Red Devils basketball team that won 2 regional championships, earning the team a trip to the state meet. Alan served as co-captain of the 1941-42 team, where he was the points leader in nearly every game that he played in. Alan is remembered as a hard-nosed player that was a tough competitor. So tough, in fact, Alan sported a scar on his left thigh, but wasn't from a floor burn. But this wasn't from a floor burn while driving after a loose ball. It was from a fan's lit cigar. That takes you back when they were smoking stuff in the gym. Story has it that the gym was so small in those days that most fans sat right on the sidelines, right at the out-of-bounds line. During the game, Alan ventured a little too close to the sidelines, and a fan accidentally or intentionally snubbed a cigar on his leg. After high school, Alan continued to show his toughness when he enlisted in the U.S. Army, serving in the European theater during World War II, and fought in the Battle of the Bulge as a paratrooper with the 513th Regiment of the 17th Airborne Division. For his courageous service, he was awarded a Purple Heart and Bronze Star medals. After his service, Alan married Jean Proctor Query and settled in Elizabethtown area before moving to Evansville, Indiana. They had 4 children: Georgia Kay, Sue Allen Strange, Ben Query, and Laura Ann Strange. Alan continued his love of sports by being an avid supporter to the University of Louisville and the University of Kentucky, becoming a lifetime season ticket holder for University of Evansville Aces basketball and coaching youth baseball in Evansville. In 2002, Alan was selected as a member to the class of Distinguished Alumni for Hardin County Schools. Congratulations to Alan and his family on his induction into the Hall of Fame. Dr. Anthony Yates, RIneyville High School, class of 1961. Dr. Anthony Yates, known to most as Doc, was a 2-sport athlete for the RIneyville Red Devils. He was a 4-year member of the school's basketball team, remembered as being a tenacious defender, or as James Moore, a fellow 2019 Hall of Fame member, once told him he was meaner than a snake at guarding his opponent. He also played 2 years of baseball as catcher, considering the position to be the best spot on the field. While he was not playing sports for the Red Devils, Doc was also a member of the FFA, where he served as vice president his junior year and president his senior year. Green hand. His love for sports was just as equal to his love of animals. Doc was raised on a dairy farm, and his upbringing included various farm chores like milking cows, feeding the livestock, and/or treating illness of the farm animals led him to pursue his career in veterinary medicine. Doc received a Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Science from Western Kentucky University. As a graduate student, he studied a year at the University of Kentucky in reproductive physiology, and in 1968 was accepted in Auburn University's College of Veterinary Medicine. Upon graduation, he joined Dr. Lewis Gore at the Elizabethtown Animal Hospital, where his 2 sons, Jeremy and Ben, continue their careers today. Doc still resides in RIneyville with his wife, Tina Yates, and they have 4 children, Jody, Tony Lynn, Jeremy, and Ben, along with several grandchildren. Congratulations to Doc and his family on his induction into the Hall of Fame. Let's give a big hand to all of our RIneyville Hall of Famers. Next are our 2022 inductees for Vine Grove High School, and you all will sit on this other side, and please stay there until we get through. Russell Blair. Accepting for Russell this evening is his wife of 50 years, Jan Blair. Okay. All right, awesome. Russell is a 1959 graduate of Vine Grove High School and the youngest of 14 children. He was orphaned at the age of 13 and the last of the 6 Blair brothers that played for the Blue Devils. Russell played and lettered all 4 years in basketball and baseball. He started in some 100 games for the Blue Devils. It is nearly certain that he scored over 1,000 points in his career for the Grovers while averaging double figures. Russ played with a lot of speed and was a good shooter that loved to get out on the fast break. Sports writers today would have referred to him as a tenacious player. He was an all-district player and was selected for the 23rd District Senior All-Stars. Russell graduated from Western Kentucky University as an ROT student. He served 2 tours in Vietnam and had a very noteworthy military career, retiring as a lieutenant colonel. He and his wife Jan were married for 50 years when he passed away in 2021. He is survived by his children, Cindy and David. Russell, congratulations on your induction into the Vine Grove High School Hall of Fame. Gary Blair, and accepted for this is Gary Blair. A 1962 graduate of Vine Grove High School, is unique to the Vine Grove Awards. He only played 1.5 years for the Blue Devils. Gary grew up on post at Fort Knox, where he was an outstanding player for the Eagles. His parents moved to Radcliffe at the beginning of his junior year, and Gary became a Blue Devil. However, Gary had to sit out the first semester due to a complaint by a coach at the school outside our region. Imagine that. In his shortened junior season, Gary averaged 15 plus points per game and an 8 plus rebounds per game. In his senior season, which was the last season for Vine Grove High School, Gary averaged 17.9 points and 9 rebounds per game while helping the school to its best record ever, 27 wins and only 4 losses. Vine Grove lost in the region by 2 points to the eventual regional champions. Gary also excelled in baseball and was the starting shortstop for Fort Knox as an 8th grader and played in the state high school tournament. He continued as a shortstop for the Grovers, but was sidelined his senior year by an arm injury. In part, Gary owes thanks for his sports career to a male teacher that stopped him with his horn on the way to band practice and told him to head to the gym because he was going to play basketball. Gary played so well, he received an athletic scholarship to WKU to play for the legendary Ed Diddle. Gary married Shirley Griffey, and they have raised 2 sons during their marital bliss. Gary, congratulations on your induction into the Vine Grove High School Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, since I'm over all the emergency services, when my phone rings, usually something's wrong when they all know where I'm at. Thank goodness it wasn't. It was just my mother. So nothing's wrong.
That's an emergency.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later, Corky. Kerry Frame. Kerry was a 1961 graduate of Vine Grove High School, where he was an outstanding forward for the basketball team, a great hitter in the baseball team, and a very talented academically. Gary, along with other Vine Grove Hall of Famers, Don Cecil and Milton Skeeters, led the most outstanding JV team the Blue Devils ever had by fashioning a 20-game win streak to win the district tournament championship, finishing with a record of 22 wins and 2 losses. As a varsity starter his last 2 seasons, Kerry helped the Grovers to 40 wins and a record of 23, 8 his senior year. For his career, he averaged 11 points per game and close to double figures in rebounds while playing for the Blue Devils. Kerry lost 3 front teeth and suffered a broken ankle. While playing baseball for the Blue Devils, Kerry helped lead them to a winning record each season, highlighted by his junior season when they reached the finals of the region, only to be defeated in the finals 4-3. In a moment well remembered in high school history with the score of 4-3, Caverna, oh Lord, with 2 on base, 2 outs, Kerry hit a shot to right center, which was caught near the fence. Caverna had 4 players on this team that went on to play college baseball, with one of them becoming a major league player. Kerry's younger brother Jim is a member of the North Hardin High School Hall of Fame. Kerry is married to Margaret Owen, a Blue Devil cheerleader, and they have 3 children with 1 deceased. Gary, congratulations on your induction into the Vine Grove High School Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, this is quite a bit of talking, you all. Sorry. Don Skeeters. Don was a 1959 graduate of Vine Grove, where he played both basketball and baseball. Don, Russell Blair, and Charlie Deaton, all Hall of Famers, are probably the only Blue Devils to have played in over 100 varsity games. Because of incomplete and missing records, we cannot be certain, but it is likely Don scored over 1,000 points for the Grovers. He was a double-figure scorer from his sophomore year on, averaging 10, 12, and 14 points for each succeeding year, according to records compiled by Coach Ron Betters. Don was a guard who played defense as a forward out of team necessity, and was known to be a very capable defender. He worked the boards hard and averaged 10 rebounds per game his junior year, with a high of 25. Don was considered a heady player by necessity, as he was not the fastest of players. Don and Russell Blair picked up a boost for the team their senior year with the addition of Ralph Thompson, and the Blue Devils had a season record of 23-8. All 3 of these players were on the 23rd District All-Stars, where they defeated the 22nd District in the finale for that year. Don was a jack of all trades in baseball, pitching some, shortstop, second base, third base, and he was known for his good glove. Don became an attorney and had a long, successful career in Rankin for what is known currently as Skeeters, Bennett, Wilson, and Humphrey. Don married Dina Wilson of Brandenburg, and they have 3 children. Don, congratulations on your induction into the Vine Grove High School Hall of Fame. Willis, and I didn't know they called you Frog until just now. Willis Frog Cecil, and accepting on behalf of Mr. Cecil this evening is Elroy Cecil, his son. Willis Frog Cecil was a 1931 graduate of Vine Grove High School, and as you might have guessed based on his nickname, Frog was known for his jumping ability. Hall of Famer Rick Skeeters states that he didn't know his name was Willis until a few months ago, and I didn't know his name was Frog until just now. He grew up of hearing the legendary Frog Cecil. Legend has it that Frog could jump out of the gym. Willis played for the Vine Grove Blue Devils in an era that many young players are not familiar with. He played in a day when after each scored basket there would be a jump ball at center court. Legend has it that during a game at Vine Grove against a local rival, with the score tied, just a few seconds on the clock and after a made basket, just before the jump ball, Kenneth Woodring, a longtime Vine Grove resident and teammate, asked Frog if he could get the tip. The plan was for Kenneth to break for the Blue Devils basket just as the ball was tossed up. Frog told Kenneth to break for the basket and he would get the tip. Frog got the tip. Kenneth made the basket and the Blue Devils won the game. Unfortunately, we don't have statistics for this time frame of Vine Grove basketball, and we have to rely on stories handed down over the years. Another story relayed from several family members of Willis: Vine Grove was playing against a traveling team known as the House of David, a semi-pro team likened to the Globetrotters. That would scare me right there, House of David. The House of David had a player that was so tall that they removed the front passenger seat of the vehicle he traveled in to give him adequate leg room. Elroy Cecil asked his dad how that game turned out. His only response was, "Not well." After graduation, Willis remained in the Vine Grove area, working most of his life as a dairy farmer off of Croom Road near Otter Creek. Later in life, Mr. Cecil continued to work as a custodian with the Fort Knox school system. Willis was born in 1912 and died at the age of 93 in 2005. Willis, congratulations on your induction into the Vine Grove High School Hall of Fame, and thank you for helping to lay the foundation of Vine Grove and North Hardin athletics. Introduction of North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022. We are going to introduce those folks in this year's class for North Hardin High School. As your name is called, please come to the podium so that we can honor you and your achievements. Please remain standing as your career highlights are read and at the conclusion, please take a seat in the blue chairs that have been provided. Which side do you want them to sit on? To my right, your left. Donnie Baker. Coach Donnie Baker comes highly recommended to be inducted into North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Donnie coached softball for 15 years at North Hardin from 2001 to 2016. He recently retired from teaching career at James T. Alton, where he spent his entire career teaching. Donnie has touched the lives of so many within the Trojan community and has made a significant impact on many children. Donnie's accomplishments as North Hardin High School softball coach include 3 district championships, 3 regional championships, and 318 wins. That deserves a round of applause right there. And so that you know, that is the most in 5th region history. Donnie was also named the Preps Coach of the Year for 2009. Coach Baker was notorious for pulling the potential out of every athlete. His players were always pushed to become better and to reach for their fullest potential. An imposing regional coach stated that Donnie was a fierce competitor who knew the game well. He seemed to always make the right moves at the correct time. His 5th region dominance and state tournament runs are a testament to his coaching ability. A former player states that his personality lights up a room. His humor is one of a kind, and his ability to make everyone feel included are some of his best traits. He has made a lasting impression on my life and continues to do so in my adult life. I loved playing for him, but most importantly, the life lessons that he taught me along the way are invaluable. Donnie and his wife sacrificed a great deal of their lives for each team he coached. Donnie is known across the state of Kentucky for his demeanor, coaching abilities, and sportsmanship. North Hardin High School was blessed to have Coach Baker at the helm for many years. Congratulations, Coach Donnie Baker, on being inducted into the North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022. Jocelyn Cross. Jocelyn Cross was an outstanding golfer for North Hardin High School from 1993 to 1997. During her 4 years playing for the Trojans, she qualified to play in the state golf tournament either as an individual or team member. During her senior year, Jocelyn was the medalist of the Region 6 tournament. She posted a score of 77 to earn that honor. This was her personal low score in 1997. Jocelyn was also a standout in the classroom and achieved a 3.8 GPA during her 4 years at North Hardin High School. Jocelyn was a shining star for the North Hardin High School girls golf program. She successfully followed a long line of talented players that emerged from the North Hardin High School program. She credits her many hours of practice for successfully shaping her game. She understood that the game of golf demands that you practice a lot if you desire to get better. During her North Hardin High School playing days, Jocelyn always wore a Mickey Mouse hat. She credits Mickey for pulling her through many tough times out on the course. I've got Mickey on my watch right now, so it makes you feel good. During her North Hardin High School playing days, Jocelyn received several golf and academic scholarships. She chose Kentucky Wesleyan College, where she completed for 1 year. Western Kentucky then offered her a full scholarship, and she continued to play for 3 years for the Hilltoppers. Go Big Red. Now, I say that for my wife because I'm a UK graduate, but I Go Big Red for WKU. Jocelyn graduated in 2002 and began teaching elementary school in Meade County School System. She was successful in leading their golf program as head coach from 2003 to 2006. Jocelyn now resides in Cary, North Carolina, and has 2 young boys that enjoy golf. Mickey Mouse would be proud. Congratulations, Jocelyn, on being inducted into the North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022. Thanks, Coach Skeeters. Rebecca Thompson Eilers enjoyed a very distinguished career during her time at North Hardin High School from 1991 through 1994. She was a highly regarded athlete in both basketball and softball, as well as extremely active in numerous clubs throughout the school and community. Rebecca's basketball achievements are varied. She was a 3-year varsity starter after being called as a freshman to play in district tournament. She was the top rebounder for her teams during the 91-92 season and the 92-93 season. She was also the team's leading scorer with a 15.3 average in the 1993 season. She was selected as the 17th District All-Tournament team for 92, 93, and 94. She received All-State Honorable Mention in 1994 and was chosen for the Kentucky All-Star team that season. North Hardin High School softball was a similar story. She was a 3-year starter at shortstop and made the 17th District team for the 93 and 94 seasons. Rebecca served as both the president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and was on the student council. She also participated in the Hardin County Youth Leadership and held team leadership roles. Some of you might recall that Rebecca was also the 1994 homecoming queen, prom queen, and runner-up in the Miss North Hardin pageant. After graduation from North Hardin High School, Rebecca received an athletic in basketball and academic scholarship to Transylvania University. She was a 3-year starter at Transy. She graduated cum laude from Transylvania in 1998 and was named as the NAIA All-American Scholar Athlete. Wow, congratulations. That deserves applause right there. Congratulations, Rebecca, on being named into the North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022. Leanne Coble Staley was an outstanding 2-sport student athlete while attending North Hardin High School. She was considered by the coaching staff to be a talented leader that greatly influenced the running programs at North Hardin High School. She received varsity letters in both cross country and track and field. After graduation in 1997, Leanne attended Georgetown College, competing as a scholarship athlete in cross country. She has continued to run competitively to this day. Leanne was named second team All-State Girls Class AAA for 1996. She was also voted to top 10 junior girls by the KTCCA for that season. She also achieved Girls Academic All-State for the 1996 school year. In 1997, she earned All-State Honorable Mention her 12th grade year, as well as Girls Academic All-State. Following her senior cross-country season, she participated in the Kentucky Junior Olympic Games cross-country championships running in a 5,000-meter race. Leanne was selected to be a member of the senior all-star cross-country team and competed in the Mid-East Championships held in Kettering, Ohio. This competition was between runners from Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. In December of 1996, Leanne was among area runners to be invited to compete in an international race in Shanghai, China. Leanne and her coach were invited by the International Sports Exchange to travel abroad and compete with athletes from different cultures. Leanne has continued to provide leadership to North Hardin High School runners by mentoring and coaching in track and cross country. Our recent note to Leanne's running career includes her qualification and invitation to compete in the 127th Boston Marathon in April 2023. Come on now. Man, that's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations, Leanne Coble Staley, for being inducted into the North Hardin High School Hall of Fame Class of 2022. Fred Stein. The word contributor could certainly be used to define Fred Stein and his time working with the North Hardin High School athletic community. Fred has been a prominent figure on the North Hardin High School athletic scene for decades. North Hardin High School has enjoyed having Fred Stein as the official bookkeeper for boys basketball for 24 years. Both Trojan and opponent fans have come to enjoy and respect the presence of Fred Stein at the scorer's table during boys basketball games. Not only has the coaching staff at North Hardin High School learned that they could depend on Fred's being on the book, but opposing coaches and officials throughout the 5th region have grown to trust and respect Fred for his work as well. One can hardly call up a memory of North Hardin High School boys basketball game without seeing a vision of Fred Stein on the book and Billy Taylor on the clock. While Fred is well known for his affiliation with boys basketball, there is still much more to his contributions. Fred was both the boys and girls varsity tennis coach for 12 years. He is always a welcome sight at the courts due to his respectful and nurturing nature. And I'm sorry. On the gridiron side of things, Fred kept football stats for 15 years. He also coached 7th and 8th grade football for 6 years. In addition to the gridiron work, he served as North Hardin High School track timer for 15 years. You didn't go home. Fred was a valued faculty member at North Hardin High School from 1975 to 1999, serving as biology instructor and counselor. He has represented his school in the Trojan community with class and tireless working supporting the student athletes and coaching staffs of basketball, football, and track. Congratulations, Fred, on being inducted into the North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022 as a significant contributor. I'm trying to talk fast because there's a young man in here that told me that UK plays, and so I've been trying to talk fast, Bobby Mahan. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it. Billy Taylor. When one thinks of a loyal supporter of North Hardin athletics, one image easily comes to mind. That picture would be of Billy Taylor keeping the clock at North Hardin High School boys basketball games. However, Billy's support for North Hardin High School athletics runs much deeper than the 25 years he served as official timekeeper at the boys' games. Billy was always available to fulfill any tasks that need to be done. He was a great assistance to many school administrators, coaches, and student athletes during his tenure from 1974 to 1999. As manager of Houchins, a local grocery store, he donated food and made sandwiches for the hospitality rooms when North Hardin hosted district basketball tournaments. He regularly attended both home and away games to support the North Hardin projects. His generosity and support for local athletes was deeply appreciated by both coaches and officials throughout the 5th region. Billy was one of the original founding members of the North 40 Club, North Hardin High School Boys Basketball Boosters Club. Billy has been a loyal and long-standing supporter of North Hardin High School. His children attended North Hardin High School and were cheerleaders or played basketball and baseball from 1971 through 1983, and his support continued for North Hardin High School athletics long after they graduated. One of Billy's fondest memories was being recognized for being the timekeeper of the 1982 KHSAA State Tournament runner-up boys team. Billy is recognized as part of the framework that helped build and support the strong North Hardin High School Trojan sports program. What a grand and reassuring sight it was to see Billy Taylor and his long-standing partner Fred Stein at the officials table during Trojan basketball games. Congratulations, Billy Taylor, for being included as a contributor in the North Hardin High School Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2022. Crystal Wheatley was an outstanding three-sport athlete while attending North Hardin High School. While at North Hardin High School, she received varsity letters in cross country, track and field, and basketball. After graduation, Crystal attended Lindsey Wilson and Midway College, competing as a scholarship athlete in three sports. Crystal actually began running prior to attending North Hardin High School as a middle school athlete. She established school records in both the 3,200 meter and the 3,200 meter relay. During her career, she received All-State second team as an 11th grade athlete. In 1995, as a senior high school athlete, she was named to the girls' AAA first team All-State. She was also named by Kentucky Track and Cross Country Coaches Association as a top 10 senior and named to the KTCCA's Super Team for girls from all classes for the 1995 season. That deserves a round of applause. Crystal was also a solid performer on the girls' basketball team. She was an outstanding three-point shooter and had a career game of high of 28 points when she hit 5 of 5 three-pointers during that game. UK could have used you. Crystal was named to the 17th District All-Tournament team both her junior and senior year. Crystal was viewed as a talented runner that persevered through illness and injury and always returning to competition with determination. Crystal was a 5-year letter woman, establishing several school records during her time at North Hardin High School. Congratulations, Crystal Wheatley, on being inducted into the North Hardin High School Hall of Fame class of 2022. Let's give all of our athletes and contributors a big round of applause. Now, folks, after this is done tonight, all of you award winners, please stick around so that we can get some pictures taken. And family members, where you came in to register, the banner that is up there, that is a really cool place. If you all want to take some photographs of your winners tonight or your family members, that is a really cool place. And so we're leaving that up so that you all can do so as you leave tonight. At this time, I want to call Rick Skeeters, Chairperson of the Hall of Fame Committee, to please come up to the podium for a presentation of the Athletic Hall of Fame plaque to Mr. Jeffrey Mazie. Oh, no, it's not going to be to Jeffrey Mazie, it's going to be to Ivan. So, the plaque will be displayed along with the plaques from the classes of previous years. Ivan, if you can come on up, please. We certainly hope that you all have enjoyed this special evening. We'll take some time to visit with those who we've honored tonight. We also hope that you will start thinking about those athletes, coaches, contributors, or alumni that deserve to be honored in 2023. We need your help in this process. Anyone can nominate, and there are forms available on the North Hardin High School website that Rick told you about earlier. And if you have questions, please see Steve Yates or Rick Skeeters, and they will be able to take care of that for you. This program is self-funded each year, and we could use your help in securing sponsors and donations for not only this year, but for next year as well. And if you have questions, again, Steve Yates or Rick Skeeters will be glad to help you on that. Again, after we're all done, please wait for pictures to get that done. And we thank you all for your continued support as we honor these individuals. Please feel free to visit and take pictures. We look forward to seeing you all again in 2023, when we once again will put the spotlight on individuals that have written their names in the record books of North Hardin High School athletics. Hall of Fame members, please remember to turn in your name badges on the table by the door on your way out. Folks, have a safe trip home. Be careful as you drive out here tonight. Take care. Have a good one.